In this video presentation, the terms inspection and examination are considered equal in notion and interchangeable. Measurement Canada inspectors and recognized technicians from authorized service providers play a vital role in ensuring trade equity in the marketplace. But the marketplace in Canada is too vast and complex for inspectors, recognized technicians, and device owners to continually monitor each and every individual device. One of the safeguards used to ensure continued compliance and to deter any tampering with devices in the field is sealing. Sealing a device helps to ensure that the adjustable parameters, known as metrological functions, that have a direct effect on a commercial transaction's outcome cannot be adjusted without leaving an evidentiary trail. Your properly placed and secured seal will leave a trace if the device is tampered with or improperly adjusted. Missing or damaged seals are considered a flag that clearly indicate the need for closer scrutiny of a device. An improperly applied seal can lead to tampering that is either hard to detect or undetectable. Electronic seals, such as audit trails, provide password-protected access or an inviolable registry of changes made to a device's metrological functions. Any inconsistencies in a device's audit trail should also be considered a flag. Seals act as deterrents to those who might be tempted to alter a device with the intention of using the device fraudulently. They also deter improper repairs or maintenance and identify the organization that has performed the last inspection or repair. Upon certification of a device, or in such cases where enforcement action by Measurement Canada inspectors is warranted, sealing procedures and annotation of the audit trail parameters, both as found and immediately prior to sealing, are an imperative part of the inspection and reporting procedures. Refer to the online reporting application guide for details on how to annotate the audit trail parameters and any other critical information about the device. There are Measurement Canada personnel available to assist you along the way should you encounter any difficulties while performing your inspection. If you are a Measurement Canada inspector, contact your district inspector or technical specialist. If you are an ASP, contact your organization's Measurement Canada reference person. The Weights and Measures Act states, 2. If an inspector determines that a device referred to in paragraph 1A meets the requirements of this Act and the regulations, they shall mark the device as prescribed and A. attach the prescribed seals that are intended to indicate any adjustments to the device, or B. if those seals are already attached to the device, verify that they can indicate any adjustments and, in the case of electronic seals, collect the information that is necessary to detect any adjustments. And if a device fails an examination, the Act states that the inspector shall attach to the device such tags and seals as may be prescribed to prevent the use of that device. The Measurement Canada Enforcement Policy for Weighing and Measuring Devices, Part 1 for ASPs and Part 2 for Measurement Canada inspectors, details the reporting required and actions to be taken when a device is found to be non-compliant. Measurement Canada inspectors will remit a notice indicating any non-compliance and required corrective action immediately upon completion of an examination. Authorized service providers must report any instances of non-compliance no later than 5 days after an examination. The Fairness at the Pumps Act, or FAPA, was introduced on August 1, 2014, and includes several amendments to the Weights and Measures Act. All Measurement Canada inspectors and authorized service providers should familiarize themselves with these changes. A video training presentation can be ordered from the Measurement Canada website. Seals are an important part of examination, certification, and enforcement responsibilities. Your job is simply not complete until sealing is done according to the provisions of the Weights and Measures Act, its regulations, and the provisions of the Notice of Approval, or NOA. Measurement Canada inspectors and authorized service providers, also known as ASPs, apply seals upon certification of a device. These seals are recognized marks under the Weights and Measures Act. Device repair and service organizations may also wish to seal a device once they have performed a repair on a device to safeguard against tampering until an examination is performed. Inspectors and recognized technicians have a responsibility to Canadians to ensure that trade activities are fair and equitable. Sealing locks in a device's metrological functions so that they cannot be modified or reset between examinations. This helps protect consumers from inadvertent adjustments or fraudulent practices. It doesn't happen very often, but device tampering can occur. Take the example of a heating oil delivery truck. If the meters on that truck have been tampered with, each delivery of oil could amount to less oil than was ordered and paid for. Or a retail computing scale may have been parametered to over-indicate a small amount per transaction. It might seem like a small matter, but when amplified over hundreds of consumers, it adds up. Therefore, legislation expressly states that every person who removes any marking or tag or willfully breaks any seal that has been placed on or attached to a device that is or is to be used in trade is guilty of an offense if that marking, tag, or seal has been placed on or attached to the device by an inspector or by any person who has altered, adjusted, or repaired that device. Sanctions for such actions are clearly defined in the Weights and Measures Act. FAPA has also introduced administrative monetary penalties in order to promote compliance with the Act. These may include fines of up to $10,000 for minor offenses, up to $25,000 for major offenses, and up to $50,000 for repeat offenses, and can also lead to prosecution. The only exceptions to this law apply when device owners, their representatives, or inspectors break or alter a seal for the purpose of device maintenance, repair, or examination. In most cases, the Weights and Measures regulations state that a formal report must be issued, in writing, to the nearest Measurement Canada office within 5 days if an examination of the device is not immediately accomplished. Section 35.1 of the Weights and Measures regulations states that a person who alters, adjusts, or repairs a device in a way that may affect the accuracy of measurement shall also take steps to ensure that the device is calibrated immediately after the alteration, adjustment, or repair, so that the measurement error is as close to zero as possible within the normal operating range of the device. Notices of approval, or NOAs, are a critical part of the examination process. Upon being presented with a device that is not identical in all respects to the details in the NOA, Measurement Canada inspectors must take appropriate action. What that action is will be included in the policy. ASPs must contact their management representative to receive further guidance when the device is not identical to the specifications of the NOA. Devices that vary from the description in the NOA may not be certified as compliant unless based on direction provided by a Measurement Canada district inspector or specialist. Measurement Canada technical references have exclusive access to National Technical Committee decisions, approval laboratory directions, such as recent modification of approval letters, known as MALs, as well as enforcement and device histories. In cases where you have been provided specific direction from a Measurement Canada technical reference, you must clearly record the situation, the device in question, and the Measurement Canada technical authority that assisted, and all details of that exchange. Supporting information and, where applicable, pictures or drawings to illustrate the issue should be kept for future reference. Notices of approval contain a significant amount of important information concerning sealing and audit trails. Care must be taken to understand all of the requirements and specifications as indicated in these documents. If metrological functions are selectable from a menu or a series of programming steps, it is imperative that access to the programming mode be sealable. Simply put, only the metrological parameters, those features that can affect accurate measurement and thus easily lendable to fraud, shall be sealed. This may also include auxiliary devices such as ATC probes, valves, and vehicle detectors. Features or functions that are routinely used by the operator as part of device operation, such as the setting and maintaining of unit prices in price lookup codes, are not required to be sealable parameters. Before embarking on an explanation of how seals are applied, it is important that we distinguish between examination stickers and seals. Measuring devices that have been certified are identified by an inspection sticker. As of August 1, 2014, a new version of Measurement Canada inspection stickers have been in use, replacing the previous version. These stickers serve as a visual indication to traders and consumers that a particular device has been examined. Inspection stickers also provide information on recertification dates where applicable, and the web address for Measurement Canada is also visible. More information on examination stickers is available further on in this presentation. Suffice it to say, an inspection sticker is not a seal. As previously mentioned, information specific to devices is included as part of the Notice of Approval. The NOA is always the first point of reference. Prior to Measurement Canada issuing a NOA, manufacturers must indicate the sealing method to be used for each device. It is important to note that, as devices have become more sophisticated and installations more complex, sealing methods may include not only physical seals, but also audit trails and other forms of electronic tamper control. Seals and sealing tools must be controlled in order to prevent improper use. This involves vigilance on the part of field staff. Sealing tools and materials should never be left unattended at a client's site or any other unsecured location. When you seal, keep in mind, consult the Notice of Approval for the specific device. All NOAs can be found on the Measurement Canada website. Seal according to the manufacturer's instructions and Measurement Canada requirements. Use proper sealing materials that can withstand the same environmental conditions in which the device is used. Seal to ensure that sealable functions are not attainable without breaking the seal. Do not impede device use. Test the seal. Advise the trader of Measurement Canada requirements on reporting. Whenever a seal or mark is removed or altered and an examination of the device not immediately accomplished, the Weights and Measures regulations require that a formal report be issued. This report must be made in writing and delivered to the nearest Measurement Canada office within 5 days. If you are in doubt, do not hesitate to contact your manager for additional information. Upon completion of an examination, if a device is found compliant, an examination mark upon initial inspection and examination sticker must be attached to the device. In an initial examination, if the device is found to be compliant, an examination mark is placed on or near the serial plate of that device. These marks are most often punched onto the device and display a symbol and indicate the year in which the initial examination was completed. The symbol on these marks is established administratively through internal Measurement Canada documentation and ASD programs. Typical marks for Measurement Canada inspectors include the Canada signature, Canadian flag, and maple leaf. Section 30 of the Weights and Measures Regulations states that an inspector who examines a device and determines that it meets the requirements of the Act and these regulations shall mark the device or the container in which the device is stored when not in use with an examination mark. Examination mark stickers should be used when it is impossible to punch a mark onto the device. Examination stickers, used for every subsequent examination, are self-adhesive labels that indicate the year in which a device was examined. Examination stickers allow consumers and device owners to confirm the status of a device and remind traders when the next periodic examination will take place. Inspection stickers are an important visual tool that must be used with discernment. As such, you should keep in mind that the objective is to indicate that a device has been examined. Here are a few simple guidelines. 1. Apply inspection stickers only to devices that you have found fully compliant. 2. When applying an examination sticker to a device that has already been labeled with a sticker, place the new sticker directly over top of the old one, ensuring that the edges are flush. 3. For multiple product retail petroleum dispensers, or MPDs, one examination sticker per volume display, one sticker per side, is to be affixed to the cabinet, visible under normal conditions of use, only when all meters in the cabinet have been confirmed as compliant. You will continue to see the previous inspection stickers for a while, even past the date for re-inspection. This doesn't necessarily mean there's an issue with the device. It's because not all devices are due for mandatory inspections right away. Visit mc.gc.ca to see when devices must be inspected or to file a complaint if you suspect a device isn't measuring accurately. The Weights and Measures Act states that an inspector who marks a weighing or measuring machine with an examination mark under Section 30 shall also place an examination sticker on the device. New mandatory inspections are being phased in based on several factors, such as the type of device, the sector in which it is used, and its geographical location. Whether or not a device's examination sticker requires re-verification information is determined by these factors. For more information on re-verification periods, consult Measurement Canada's website. Once an examination has been completed and the device has been sealed, the results of the examination can be submitted to Measurement Canada using the Online Reporting Application, or ORA. ORA creates a direct reporting link to Measurement Canada and is the most efficient way to keep track of a device's location, serial number, and examination dates. Report any particular device conditions or parameters, including new audit trail registrations, state of seal, or any other conditions that may merit annotation as required. Accurate entry of as-found inspection results is critical and ensures that inspection cycles and marketplace monitoring are established based on objective evidence of the marketplace's condition. Sealing is an essential part of the work done by Measurement Canada inspectors and authorized service providers. The diligence and professionalism in performing sealing functions at the highest standard is part of a system designed to deter fraud and promote consumer confidence.